Hey guys, how's it going? Kecia from Passive Passion Online Income, and in today's video I've got a very special guest, Kecia Armstrong. Now for the ones who do not know Kecia, Kecia has been my very good friend and still is. She's also my business partner, and in today's video we are basically going to be covering and talking more importantly about Kecia's journey, alright, her journey on becoming an entrepreneur, what exactly inspired her, what motivated her to be and reach to this pedestal where she is today. Alright, so Kecia, welcome to my channel, Passive Passion Online Income. It's a great honor to have you, and
in Bogota.
And that too in Bogota, Colombia. For the ones who are watching and wondering where we are, we're in Colombia right now. In Bogota, we are actually come to meet our business associates and discuss all stuff pertaining to our mastermind event, which will be in Lake Tahoe in September. More on that as we go through the course of the video. Alright, but let's talk more about Kecia Armstrong. Okay, so Kecia, to begin with, what was exactly the inspiration that got you to where you are today, all right, as a successful entrepreneur and also a business psychologist, because you've been helping. Okay, now talking about business psychology, Kecia also works, but she is business psychologist for me and also many of my students and mentees. You know, she helps a lot of people who are having issues with mindset, decision making, problem solving, etc. So what exactly inspired you, Kecia, to reach where you are today? And please enlighten our viewers with your successful journey.
Okay. So I had been sick for many years and was not able to work, and got the idea that maybe I could make some money online. And I bought a $37 course, KMM, and started from there, and very quickly realized that this is something that I could be successful in. But I didn't want to be limited by Amazon and limited by basically, I didn't want things to happen with Amazon that could affect my income. So I realized very quickly that I needed to grow beyond Amazon. So I created multiple businesses. That's inspired me to continue to grow and change with business.
Nice, fantastic. And when we talk about inspiration, did you have any sort of role models that you always looked up to while getting started before? Like any sort of business magnet or business personality that kind of motivated and inspired you?
Actually, when I started, I knew nothing about business.
Okay.
I had worked in the medical field, and I knew nothing about business or the computer. Right. I couldn't type. I basically knew how to do email. And it was a big learning curve for me, but I learned how to do, editing and formatting and creating covers, and then just built businesses from there.
Nice, fantastic. And you spoke about publishing, all right, and you said that the first course that you took was K-Money Mastery. Yes. by Stephen James.
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago.
Okay, awesome. So after taking this course, did you take any other publishing course or no?
No, I did not. I learned from a lot of different teachers, and just like on YouTube or whatever, taking bits and pieces, but mostly I went from there and just grew on my own from what KMM offered.
That is fantastic. I'm mainly considering the state and situation where many of the people are today, where they struggle in spite of taking all these expensive courses.
Right.
Right. And these are some of the questions that I get asked. And why is it that many of the course creators hide a lot of information and kind of make them starve for all the powerful strategies which they can implement in their businesses? And that's why I make it a point. I cover all these important steps in my mentorship and coaching program. Okay.
Well, let me say too, I started where a lot of people are, or really below where a lot of people are, because I had no skills. Most people have a lot more computer skills, and they more than they even realize. Okay. But I started with no skills and no money. And I think the big difference is we can all have the same amount of information. We can all take the same course, but the difference is mentally who's going to make it and who isn't going to make it.
Perfect. Okay, so now we are touching the subject of mindset, and this is the key. And all these viewers who are watching and who come up with many excuses, talking about money, talking about planning, some make a family as their excuses. Kecia,
I've heard them all.
Yeah, you've heard them all. So I think you're the right person to speak about this. So could you please enlighten the viewers more on the importance of having the right mindset?
Yeah, I found that in general, most people are quitters. They quit really fast. First thing they try goes wrong, and then that's it. And then they say, well, I tried. And that doesn't get it. That's not good enough. You learn from whatever went wrong, and you improve from there, and you keep building. And you can't let failures stop you. And then coupled with all of that is the long list of excuses and fears, especially. It falls like procrastination and perfectionism, and all of those are fears that keep people from being successful. They just limit themselves with their own negative thinking.
Kecia, what would your advice be to mostly aspiring women entrepreneurs who kind of, either they get discouraged by their husbands or their other significant other, or their boyfriends, or whatever you want to call it, their dad, their brothers, or whatever it is. But what do you think has been the main issue that has been holding most of the women back when it comes to starting a business? Even if it's a simple or small business like self-publishing, for example. You talk about this to women, they're like, no, I need to make investments, it's going to cost me this much. They just kind of cringe and pinch themselves. What do you think they could do better?
Yeah, women seem to have different issues than men in general when it comes to business. Men don't always have support either from their families, but women, it's even less socially acceptable to step out of a traditional role or to be independent. And then the men in their lives are sometimes threatened. So they're not supportive, or their families tend to be a little bit more worried about the girls than the boys, and a lot of it is just traditional cultural issues that women have to overcome. And then women struggle a lot with perfectionism, and if things aren't perfect, and so they end up not progressing very well because they're so stuck in being perfect with whatever it is we're doing.
Okay. This is something which is very important, which I wanted to enlighten you guys, the ones who are watching this, especially the males. All right, let it be any women in your house, your sister, your mother, your wife, whoever it is. Encourage them, empower them, motivate them. Whatever business that they want to start or launch with. Don't be a chauvinist. All right, and in fact, try to be that supporting pillar for which they need extreme importance for. And all right, so we've covered mindset, we've covered your journey and how you got started, but I want you to speak and enlighten our viewers on your other businesses, and particularly the writing company, and also you've got the you were telling me you've got a business which kind of creates sales funnels for online entrepreneurs and helps them out. So if you could please speak on those two businesses.
So I've had publishing, and that's where I started, and I wanted to move beyond Amazon, so I created a business, two different ones. One is professional funnels, which is basically taking customers and funneling them into a product or a service. A lot of people that I've worked with are service-oriented, so they're like chiropractors and doctors and things like that, health professionals, massage therapists, funneling customers in. So that's the funnel business. And then I realized that writing services were really important for Amazon. People really struggle to get books written. And so I created a private high-end writing company. So private as in you have to have a password, and it's high-end coaches that send their customers to me. And so I've had that for a few years too. And some of the writers have been with me for years.
Interesting. How has the journey been so far with these two businesses in particular, the writing and the sales funnel?
Mostly everything is outsourced. I try to outsource most things, and I have a manager that oversees everything. For the writing company, we hire writers all over the world, and they go through extensive training and questionnaires, and they go through a 12-week training process. To make sure they can do all the things we need them to do. Make sure, they can't just send us a book and say, oh, here's the book I wrote, and then we go, oh, okay, well, you're a great writer. We go through a long process with them. And as far as the funneling service, I use local people. So I hire people that live in my city, in my town. And so I can work more one-on-one with them. I prefer working in person with people.
Awesome. So we've covered the important businesses that you own and you've been running. We've spoken about the mindset. Now let's talk about the most interesting topic which many of the people are waiting for, which is our upcoming mastermind event in Lake
Yes.
Tahoe. All right. And why people need to be attending this event and how helpful can it be for them.
Right. I'm especially looking forward to it because I do like to work with people in person. So it's a great opportunity for people to come and work with, there's 4 of us, and work together with each of us one-on-one and have some one-on-one time so that I can help people address any of the issues. And although I'm very interested in business, I'm especially interested in what keeps people from being successful and helping them move beyond that. So the event itself is very exciting because we're going to cover so many areas and so many topics beyond Amazon and how to create long-term successful businesses, and for women, long-term income so you can support yourself, your family. And so I think it's very exciting. It's going to be one of the best events this year, I think.
Right.
In business.
Exactly. So the guys who are just watching this and who still haven't bought the tickets, I mean, you guys shouldn't be wasting your time. You guys need to be making use of the early bird discount offer. All right. The link is below the description. Click on it, check it out, buy your seats yourself. Because guys, again, this event is not just going to be only about publishing. We've all done publishing. We are successful publishing entrepreneurs, but it is time for you guys to think beyond the realms of publishing. Become investors, become proper, thorough business, professionals per se, and basically build businesses around the world, so that you don't rely on one stream of income alone.
Right. Yeah, I would say look at our bios, look at who we are. The 4 of us that are doing the event, we've all moved, and we started with publishing and built and moved beyond that, both online and offline businesses. And I think we've put together an amazing crew. The 4 of us are here in Bogota together to plan the event, and just being together is really exciting. All of the information and the ideas bouncing around between the 4 of us, you definitely want to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Kecia, any lastly, any important tips or special message that you want to give, especially for women?
Yeah, I think if you want to advance, basically, if you want to make a change in your life, you need mentors, you need people you can look up to, people you can look to for advice and to reach out to. You need to create relationships with people like us that are here, and those are really important. The internet business is sort of a lonely business, and women especially find it kind of lonely. And so I think the networking of all these professionals is really important.
Perfect. All right. So Kecia, could you tell us, especially our viewers who have no idea about the women's group that you have, and the reason why they should join your women's group?
Yeah, so I have a Facebook group for women to empower women beyond publishing, but also in business and in social life, etc. A lot of them have families and are struggling to run a business with husbands and kids and so on. And so it's a great group. We'll have a link below to it, and also you can always message me on Facebook and reach out to me.
Yeah. So guys, the link has been provided below the description. All right. Do go and join the Facebook group if you're a woman.
Yes,
all right.
Only for women.
Yeah, it's not for men. And talking about YouTube channel, Kecia's YouTube channel link will also be provided below. Do click on it, check it out. She's got some great videos with great content. All right. So thank you.
And the Lake Tahoe event will be below also.
Correct. The Lake Tahoe Elite Business Dynamics.
Look forward to meeting everyone in person.
Cool. So thanks a lot, Kecia. It's been great having you, and look forward to doing more interviews with you in future. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
All right, guys. You take care. God bless.